Hey guys, this is Jason Morris from Real Estate Agency Really Work. Hey guys, if you haven't tried my follow up app, you get the free trial at jasonmorrisfollowup.com. If you're going on listing appointments, you're talking to sellers, you're having meaningful conversations, and you're not getting the listing lots of times just because you're not following up enough. If you're not following up with your leads, I guarantee another agent is. Get my free trial, try it out. I'm updating it based on user feedback. It's Jason Morris, jasonmorrisfollowupmaster.com. So, guys, what I want to talk to you about real quick is actually follow up and following up here in the month of February, going into the month of March, going into the month of April. Guys, you need to follow up more than you ever have before. Our market is picking up like crazy. Here's one thing that like a lot of people don't understand. Man, I don't care who you voted for. It could have been Trump. It could have been Hillary. You could have wrote in somebody, that I don't even know about. It doesn't matter. We are where we are, and where we are is we're seeing the stock market soaring. We're seeing things that we've never seen before. It doesn't matter what news channel you watch, whether you believe the news, whether it's fake or whatever it is. We're seeing things we've never seen before, and we're seeing consumer confidence soar. If you don't believe me, start looking it up online and start seeing how much consumer confidence is going up. The news reports, I'm not going to say they're real or not real. All I know is you look at the market indicators and you look at things like you'll start looking at housing starts, you start looking at consumer confidence, you look at the stock market. The Dodd-Frank is getting rewritten, so mortgages are going to be easy. We are gearing up for an unbelievable real estate market. Now, so what you need to be doing is you need to be getting on the phones and you need to follow up more aggressively with people than you ever have. You need to follow, hey, Mr. Seller, when can I start working for you? When they say, oh, I don't know, let us talk about it. What do you need to talk about? You need to ask. Be very direct and aggressively assertive. What is the question? What is your hesitation about? What question do you have what do you need to talk about that isn't allowing you to get started today? Hey, if you want to ask, if you want to sit there in their house, you go through your listing presentation, go through your stuff, you go through their paperwork, they say, hey, I want to think about it. That's great. I don't blame you. It's a big decision. What do you need to think about it? While I'm here, I can answer any question that you guys have. What is your reservation? What's holding you back? I sell houses. You want to sell your house? You want 150,000 for it? Here's how I get you 150,000 in your pocket. What is your holdup? Hey, you show up to every listing appointment. You show up to do business. Now is the time. Now is the time that you have to be more aggressive than you ever have had to be before. Because what's going to happen is as the market starts to improve, we're going to see tons of new agents piling in. If you're a new agent listening to that, it's not a bad time. Hey, I started the market was doing great, man. We were probably in the same place we are now when I started selling real estate. I got lucky the first few years. I started in a good market. I struggled through a bad market. And now we're having a good market again. And the difference is this time I'm going into a good market with a lot of inventory. And you need to do the same. You need to go in. You need to go into this summer. You need to go into this summer with 5, 10, 20, 30 listings, as many listings as you possibly can get. Right now, I believe the way we're seeing the market, and the market indicators and everything going on, I believe you should be taking every listing you can get, even if you're taking it a little bit priced a little higher than what you think it should be, as long as the person has motivation to sell. If they're just a person, you think that house is worth 150 and they want to list it for 200, and they're just going, hey, we want to see if we can get it. I'm not too interested in listing those houses, but hey, their house is worth 150. I think it's worth 150, and they want to list it for 165, and they have a real motivation, a real reason they're wanting to sell, and a real reason why they're needing to get to 165. And I look around and I do a neighborhood search and I do a 1 mile radius, and they're going to be the third lowest price one, or the fifth lowest price one, or something. And I'm taking that listing. My son is better off in their front yard than it is in the trunk of my car. And in a month, 2 months, when those cheaper listings sell off, All of a sudden, I went from the fifth or sixth cheapest one in the area to the second cheapest one in the area, or the third cheapest one in the area. Or, as their motivation kicks into overdrive, you can call them and, hey, maybe you could price reduce them from 165 to 159. Then you also have a little bit more leverage. You're also, one of the cheaper ones in the neighborhood. You're getting past a price point. Right now is a time in the market you need to be going out there and listing as many properties as you can possibly list. And it's more important than ever before to do this. And you need to follow up, follow up, follow up. Sales, only 2% of sales are made on the first call. You need to go ahead and get it in your mind. When you get a lead that's in your little area you like to work in, or in the price range you like to work in, you need to just automatically have it in your mind. Hey, I'm going to get this. Know in your heart, I'm going to list their house because I am the best person to list their house. But also know in your heart that you're going to have to follow that person 10, 12, 15 times. You might have to wait till they fail. You might have to wait till they interview 5 agents. You might have to wait till, whatever happens, their job transfer comes, their grandchild is born, whatever it is. But you need to follow up more than you've ever had before. Nobody ever says, hey, I didn't list it with Jason because Jason just followed up too much. You're never going to hear those words from anybody. Jason just kept me too informed. I didn't like it. You're never going to hear that. And that's why another reason you need to download my follow-up app, Try the Trial, JasonMorrisFollowUpMaster.com. Get the trial, try it out. Let me know what you think. But even if you're not using that, get whatever CRM or whatever follow-up system you're going to use. Man, until I created this app, I was using a Spiral notebook. Get you a Spiral notebook for $2, from Walgreens or CVS, but you're going to have to follow up more than you have ever followed up before because some markets around the country have already geared up, but we're going to see pressure on inventory like you've never seen before, and we're going to see stuff in the next 2 or 3 months, I believe, that we've never seen before in the real estate industry. And I believe that you need to have a big inventory, and you need to have as much inventory as you possibly can on the market, because I believe come 6 months from now, when it comes June, July, August, that inventory is going to sell. And even if you're 10, 15% overpriced today, it's not going to matter. We're going to see appreciation that's going to make up for it. As long as you're in a market with rental rates and mortgage payments are out of balance, say the rental rate's $1,500 for that house, that person can go out and buy that house for $1,100 a month or $1,200 a month. That is going to create buyers. If you can save $300 a month on your bills to be an owner versus a renter, why would you not want to be an owner? It doesn't even make sense, especially if all of a sudden you get you've got 10% saved, you got 20% saved, but you got a 580 credit score, and you're self-employed, so you haven't been able to prove your income the last 5 years. That person's going to be able to buy all of a sudden. And it's going to make more sense than ever for them to buy, and they're going to be motivated to buy because everybody's going to be interested in real estate again. I mean, they're already, it's already happening, but it's going to happen even more. I promise you guys. And you guys are going to need lead sources. Hey, RedX is still offering. They waived the setup fee if you call them and tell them I sent you. ZBuyer is still giving 20% off. Just tell them I sent you. And guys, if I can help you, hit me up on Facebook. I'm looking for agents in select markets to work with. So let me know what I can do to help you. And if you got a problem, hit me up on Facebook. Maybe we can set up a time to talk about it, and I'll try to help you out with it. Hey guys, have a great day.